These are the people in the neighborhood. The neighborhood. The YouTube tabletop role-playing game neighborhood. These are the people that I reach every Saturday because I want to do something nice. Hello and welcome. Good morning. It's 8:02 in the morning on this Saturday, April 27th, 2024. It is 62 degrees and windy here at Site B and a little hazy, but who knows? Maybe we'll get some spring weather. And it's Saturday. On Saturday, we wander around the interweb and try and find some fellow tabletop role-playing game YouTube-type commentators and give them a little shout out. Pay a little attention to them. Go ahead and say, hey, here's a guy or girl. Maybe they need a few more subs. Maybe they'll say something you like. Maybe they say something you don't like. I don't know. Check them out. And maybe in return, because I am a selfish shill, they'll send some subs our way. And wouldn't that be nice also? I stole this idea from the VTuber Iron Mouse and nobody else. So yeah, this is the idea I got from listening to them do raids, as they call it in Twitter, as I've explained pretty much every Saturday since I started this. This is a thing where larger Twitter content producers like Iron Mouse try and seek out maybe smaller content people and bring attention to them. And then maybe those people get more attention and whatever. And that could likely lead to something further. So that's why I do this, just Monday through Friday. Let's face it, I'm a bit of an asshole when I do these. So on Saturday, I want to do something nice. Now, so I think I've called out some of these before. So if these are repeats, please let me know. I'm old and I don't remember things. So, all right. First up, Dungeon Minister with 2001K subs, 162 videos. He dropped by my live stream last night with RPG Grandma, and I was like, wow, little YouTube awesomeness in my little corner of the work. And then when you realize that this guy actually is a minister in Canada, I believe, and he's also an avid role player who talks about RPG a lot of time, he's like, I had to wait, but doesn't the Catholic Christian religion hate us? But I guess you can be both. So it's interesting, because you don't normally look at a guy in the cloth and go, D&D nerd. But yeah, okay. So he stopped by and he said he'd let me interview him. So hopefully that would happen, because that'd be cool. And I'm sure the first question anybody would want to ask him is Satanic Panic / D&D and the Catholic Church, and all the other things that seem to, be part of role-playing, the LGBTQ society and role-playing and safety tools. And I mean, yeah, it would be interesting to see how those two halves of his brain coexist in a tabletop role-playing game community. So links down below as always if you want to check out his priest gamey stuff. Here you go. Link down below. Thanks for stopping by last night, Dungeon Minister. That was pretty awesome. Next up, we have a guy. He hasn't subbed in a while. I don't know why, because I always shout him out. Whenever anything comes up about Troikia or Acid Fantasy, I'm always like, check this guy out. He did a whole bunch of stuff on Acid Fantasy and Troikia and stuff like that. This is Ra Rasputin. Obviously, he gets his name from the song. And then he disappeared. And I hadn't heard from him for a long time until last night, where he was suddenly like, I don't know, hey, dude, I'm still alive. I bought a house. And I'm like, dude, where have you been? So good to see he's still out there. He's only got 63 subs and 24 videos. But he covered, Troikia and Acid Fantasy and a lot of the more weirder, obscure stuff that nobody else really ever saw. I mean, I never saw anybody cover Troikia other than him. But he hasn't done anything for 2 years. So maybe if you head on over to his channel, sing him the Ra Rasputin song, and tell him you want to hear more about Acid Fantasy and Troikia and that little corner of the tabletop role-playing game community, maybe he'll make some more videos. I don't know. Next up, we have, I don't know, I feel like I did this guy before, but if I didn't, that's, whenever. If I did, figure I'm probably going to do some repeats sooner or later. This is Dice Tales or Crap Phone 7744. And Dice Tales Crap Phone 7744 has been commenting on my videos a long time. He's made a couple of videos about me, which I greatly appreciate. He's another one of those 4D role players and pushing the 4D idea, the total immersion idea, which you know how I've talked about that when I talked about Rick. And the 4D and how I was like, I can go 3D, but completely 100% immersion 100% of the time. I don't know. Maybe I don't think it works, but maybe it works for him. Anyways, plus he's a grumpy old man who sits on his porch smoking a cigar, yelling at kids. My hero. This is the old man I wanted to grow up and become. I mean, other than the smoking cigars, I can't smoke, but if I did smoke, I'd smoke cigars and I'd sit on my porch and I'd yell at kids and pontificate about D&D if I had a porch that I could sit on, but I don't, because reasons. It's like all I asked for is like, I want a yard where I can sit with my dog. Oh, nope, no yard and no dog. Fuck you. So anyways, checking him out. He's got 53 subs. He's only made 9 videos. I feel like he's made more videos than 9, but okay. He's only made 9 videos. He does solo role-playing. He does 4D role-playing. He comments on my stuff all the time. Greatly appreciated him. He's made a couple videos about my stuff, so obviously great appreciate him. Let's get him up to 100. Head on over, check out his stuff, and if you like what he has to say, give him a shout-out. And in return, maybe those 53 subs will come over to our channel. And here's another one that just discovered today, and he talks about RuneQuest, and I don't think I've done a video about him before. This is Brian Ross. He's got 195 subs. He's made 694 videos. I think let's get this guy up to 500. He talks about RuneQuest and Glorantha, and one of the very first competitors to Dungeons and Dragons way back in the late 70s and early 80s in the old West days of tabletop role playing. There was RuneQuest, and RuneQuest was the baby that led to basic role playing that led to Call of Cthulhu, and it was by many considered a possible candidate for being as good, if not better, than D&D at the time. Plus, I think was that the one you could play ducks? Was RuneQuest the one you could have ducks as character classes? I know you can have ducks as character classes in Dragonbone, but that idea was stolen from another game. And I want to say it was RuneQuest that you could have a player character duck. And if that's right, that's just awesome. There was just not enough people with player character ducks back in the late 70s, early 80s. So yeah, it's great to see somebody out there giving some love for RuneQuest. Normally it's not a one that comes up, which is, it's like one of those games. It's like, it's always out there. Even if you haven't heard of it, somewhere in the collective tabletop role-playing game subconscious, you've heard of RuneQuest. It's just one of those things. So it's nice to see somebody on the YouTube talking about RuneQuest and pretty much specifically focused, it looks like, on RuneQuest. And that's just cool. And now I got to see if I was right about the ducks or not. I feel like RuneQuest was the name you could play ducks as a player character. I know there was one. It was like one of the really old ones. If it wasn't this one, it was Empire of the Petal Thrones. There's another one you haven't heard in a long time. But yeah, RuneQuest. Ducks as player characters. And finally, because I did borrow this idea from VTubers, I got to shout out my VTuber of the week, and this is Michi Mochivis. She just had her first appearance a couple days ago, and she's already up to 2,509K subs. Not bad. So she's another one of those rediscovers. She had a previous existence on another VTuber type channel, and then she graduated, as they say, ended that character. Iron Mouse and a lot of the other members of the community reached out to her to join Paizo, and she went about creating a new character and introduced herself on VShojo the other day. And of course, always with the characters who are used to be somebody else but changed their name or whatever when they went to the different server, people are like, hey, that sounds a lot like, and she, unlike, some of the other ones who have graduated, she's really bad. She's really bad at keeping the open secret that she had a previous character. So she slips all the time, which is kind of funny that she slips. But if you've been following the VTubers, VSojos enough, you know who she was on her old persona and why she left that production company and created the new persona and came to VSojo. So she's another one. Perfect example of a smaller individual who got big thanks to being rated by larger and now getting a chance to collaborate with the larger VTubers. Trust me, if I could figure out how VTubing works, I would VTube because it just looks so much fun. And I've never, none of them have ever upset me. I listen to Henya or Iron Mouse at night when I go to sleep. They're like my ASMR. They're funny. They always have interesting things to say. I don't really mind that they play, these animated characters. But anyways, I'm just spitballing here. So link down below. Check them out. Each and every one of these people. Send them some love. And maybe in return, they'll send some love to us. I don't know. Where's the love? Share the love. At least I'm saying nice things about people instead of pooping on them like some other YouTubers seem to want to do. That's it for today. If you appreciate these Saturday shout-outs, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. Remember, it's your channel, so let me know what you want. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the August 4th. Hit that notification button. Use the links down below to buy my amazing merch, because if you're going to waste money on tabletop role-playing game product, it might as well be mine. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great Saturday and get off my land.